I've been using Claude for data work for a while now, and most videos about this will show you the cool part, while I want to show you the part that will get you fired. Because there is something that happens when you upload data to Claude that most analysts do not know about. And if you work with client data, company data, anything sensitive, you need to hear this before you use it. I'm Karina, I switched from finance to data at 30 with no plan. And now I help people to do the same, avoiding my mistakes and actually get hired. In this video, I will show you what Claude can really do with data, which version to use and when, and where it can get you in trouble. Let me start with something that changed how I think about my own time at work. There is a stat that keeps coming up that data professionals spend less than a third of their time on actual analysis, and the rest goes to cleaning, documentation, writing up findings. In my case, it's also working on PowerPoint slides. And that's exactly where AI changed how I work. Not the analysis itself, but everything around it that takes hours of your day. Basically, now you can outsource everything you are not passionate about. Now let's talk about how you can use Claude for your data analytics work. The first option is exploratory analysis. You have a data set or table you haven't worked with before, and instead of spending an hour poking around, you paste a sample, a few rows, the column names, whatever you have actually, and ask Claude what it sees. You ask it to give you a summary, and in this way you get a starting point in 2 minutes. Obviously, when you are working at the company, all the data lives in the database, so you can't just export it and put into Claude. But if you have some random file or some experts, some summary, you can do that. The second situation is inherited queries. Someone shared a 200-line SQL script with no commands or with variable names that make no sense. So that happened to me when I started a new job and I was just forwarded all the queries. So you paste this into AI and ask Claude to explain what it does in plain English, like anything that looks inefficient, and summarize the logic. I also often ask to rewrite the query to improve its performance. And what I've done in the past, we did a specific analysis for, let's say, one product, and I needed to adapt it to my product. So I was forwarded a query by my colleague, and then I just told AI, this is my tables, can you adapt this query to my problem? And instead of doing it all manually, trying to understand the logic, it just did it all for me by just renaming tables, using the proper column names, etc. So how to use Claude for this? You can use Claude Chat for one-off exploration, or you can use Claude Projects if you're working with the same dataset repeatedly and wanted to remember your column definitions and context across different sessions. Also, a small tip: if you're pasting data directly in Excel file, make sure your headers are clean. If the header is not in the first row, Claude may treat it as a blank row or a title row as the column names. Also, merge cells and formatting can cause parsing issues because the underlying structure doesn't match what you see visually. So Claude can misread the structure and the output will be completely off. So this is a little tip. You will actually have to clean your file before you upload it to Claude. But if you have a standard CSV file, you should be fine. So the second use case is SQL debugging. And I want to be specific about which type of debugging, because I would say there are two kinds. So the easy kind is syntax error. Your query breaks, you get an error message, and that's not where Claude adds the most value. But of course, it can also cope with this task. You can copy and ask, find me the issue, find me missing comma, and correct. The harder kind is when your query runs perfectly, no errors, but the numbers are wrong. It happened before, right? Your revenue report shows 3 times what it should. You stare at the query and everything looks correct. That's the situation where Claude genuinely helps, because you can paste the query, describe what it's supposed to do, and ask to find the logic error. It will usually find it and explain again in a plain English what went wrong, not just fix it, but tell you what you misunderstood. And previously, I would ask my colleague to look at my query and help me, and two of us will look at it for hours trying to debug, while now I use Claude for that. So how you can use Claude for this? You can use again Claude chat for debugging, where you just paste your query, or you can use a Claude code if you wanted to read the actual file and run the query and iterate, because Claude code can execute things on your machine, while Claude chat just can explain what happened. Other scenario is turning analysis output into something that a stakeholder can read. You've done the analysis, you have the numbers, now you need to write it up for executive, and this takes time. It should be short, punchy, and tell a story. So in this case, you give Claude the context of who the audience is and ask it to draft the summary. Sometimes I draft a sentence myself and then ask Claude to improve it. Sometimes I paste screenshots of the charts and ask Claude to give me 1-2 sentences describing it, describing the main findings and what stands out. How you can use Claude for this? Again, you can use Claude projects. If you're doing this regularly, same team, same data context, same terminology, you can set up project in Claude, give it data dictionary and your audience and the context. In that case, Claude will carry it across sessions, so you don't need to re-explain what are you doing, where are you working, what these numbers mean. So let's say Claude works, but there is something you need to know before you upload anything important. One quick thing before we get to the part where it breaks. I put together a free page of data analytics resources, templates, links that I actually recommend to those who want to start their career in data. If you want it, it's in the description. This is a part videos about Claude skip, and I'm not gonna skip this, because in late 2025, Anthropic updated their terms of service. The default setting for Claude is that your conversations can be used to train their models unless you opt out. That's not a scary story, that's just what the policy says. And most people using it for work have no idea about it. So let me show you what to do. You need to go into settings, then you go to privacy, and you need to turn off help improve Claude. If you're using the API, which businesses and developers use to build on top of Claude, the default is different. API data is not used for training by default. But if you're using Claude AI as an individual, you need to check that setting manually. So the rule I follow: if the data belongs to a client, a company, or anyone other than me, I either anonymize it first or I don't upload it at all. That's not paranoia, that's a professional practice. Also, one thing that I should mention, that at my work I was using an internal AI tool approved by the company, not my personal accounts, and I'm sure it is a similar practice across different organizations where you're not allowed just to paste sensitive data somewhere into the internet. You are allowed to use only internally approved tools. Claude is very good at sounding right. That's actually part of the risk. Claude doesn't say, "Oh, I'm not sure about this one." It gives you an answer in the same tone, whether it's completely right or completely wrong. And it is a dangerous one, because it looks fine until someone with domain knowledge reads it and questions the number. There is also a specific failure mode worth mentioning: multi-step calculations across large datasets. When the conditions stack up, for example, filter by this, then group by that, then calculate against a different baseline, Claude can lose track of its own logic. The answer arrives looking clean and complete, the working behind it isn't always right. This is exactly where you need to go back into your data and verify the numbers independently, and not just check whether it looks reasonable. You need to remember that AI is like a very talented intern. It can help you with the work, but it makes mistakes, and it's on you to make sure you caught the mistakes. I have my personal don't use Claude checklist. There are situations where I won't use Claude, and I want to be direct about what those are. So first of all, a sensitive client or a company data where you haven't sorted your privacy settings and confirmed what your organization's policy actually is. Some companies have already banned Claude on work devices. Know where you stand before you upload anything. So you need to clarify that before you upload anything. Second, anything that needs an audit trail. Regulated industries, client deliverables where someone needs to see the exact calculation, compliance reporting. Claude doesn't produce an auditable process. SQL query in a version-controlled repository does, and I think you should use the right tool for the right task. And the third option, when you don't understand the output, this is the most important one and the least discussed. If Claude gives you something and you can't explain it in your own words, you can't verify it. And if you can't verify it, you cannot use it professionally. Claude makes you faster when you already know what you're doing. It doesn't replace knowing what you are doing. And one more, if you are still building your SQL or Python skills or any other technical skills, do the work yourself first. I would say use Claude to check it, improve it, or explain where you went wrong. But don't skip the part where you actually learn, because that's what the interview tests, not your ability to write good prompts. So use Claude to go faster once you have the foundation, but not instead of building that foundation. So I would say Claude can analyze data, but only if you treat it like a tool you verify, not the authority you trust. So yes, Claude can analyze data, and honestly, it's faster than I expected. But it works, and it is safe to use at work are not the same thing. And this is what most people miss. If you take one thing from this video, go and check your privacy settings before you upload anything that belongs to a client or your company. If you want my free data analytics resources page, the link is in the description and you can scan the QR code on screen. And if you want to know which data roles are the best fit for you and which will make your life miserable, watch this next.